It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington football team and the Minnesota Vikings. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field, but at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Mon going to throw it.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamin Davis. So CD, his very first pass of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll run right side with Mostert.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Odell Beckham there to make the grab.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there out of the running game.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Mond.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
From the gun, here's Mond.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 1st down, here's Mond.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Mond out of the shotgun. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They go play action here. Mond.
He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific 1st quarter here to begin the playoffs.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
This defense for the Vikings, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Mond.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. 64 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Rodgers' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put it.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 77 yards.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Mond's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Mond looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now Mond. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 69 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Washington on 3rd down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Rodgers to throw once more. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Rodgers going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But
and this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to.
And he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Second and short now following the fumble.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rodgers again now. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on third down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. Fights him off.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond.
This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's caught by Aguilar. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Off the play fake, Mond.
It's brought in by Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their
offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Levante David in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They run the counter. Harris. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Come on now, off of play action. That is caught by Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 34 yards. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Rodgers.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This one.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the delay, here's Harris. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Extra point up and through. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On 2nd down, Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Sony Michel taking it in from 7 yards away.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about,